Hello, hi. So, welcome to Lockdown Yoga Thursday evening. I hope you're all well. Okay, so finding yourself in a comfortable seated position of some kind or other. Reminds me of the Maximilian book, like Where the Wild Things Are, getting to some mischief of one kind and another. So we're going to get into some mischief of one kind of another. Finding something comfy to sit on if you need it. So as per usual, we'll start in a comfortable seated position. And just feeling yourself really grounding on the mat, so your sit bones are checking. So your sit bones are steady and firm, stable on the mat. And start to deepen your breath. So you're gently relaxing your body with every exhale. And as you breathe in, feel the oxygen giving your body some energy, revitalizing you. And as you exhale, noticing the relaxation. So connecting to, as we connect to our breath, take a moment to notice any thoughts that are arising. And allow them just to be as they are, exactly as they come and they go. And begin to notice any sensations in the body. So any way that you might want to gently adjust your body to be a little bit more comfortable. But mainly allowing those sensations just to be as they are as well. Resting with them. And any emotions you're feeling. Just allowing them. Allowing the emotions to rise up and change. Just easy flowing. So all these thoughts, emotions and sensations will be coming and going, changing, flowing. And then bringing your hands to your heart in Namaste. Let us begin by chanting the Om vibration 3 times together. And then gently opening your eyes. Bring the hands onto your belly and over onto the right side. Putting one palm on top of the other hand. Gently moving the palms, the hands, across or up first, and then across over your diaphragm area, and then down the left side. And then across the bottom. So you're circling, a bit like a square, but it can be done in a circle as well. And you're going clockwise. If you're imagining the clock is, your belly is the clock and it's facing outward. If that makes sense. So you're gently following the pattern of your colon. Giving yourself just a little bit of time to digest any food. With the breath. So inhaling up and then exhaling over and down. It's good. Bring the hands down to the lower belly, just resting there for a moment. And releasing your hands down. Inhale, lengthening through the crown of the head. And then exhale, bringing the movement into Brahmanaka. So you're coming round in circles. So your sit bones and your hips are steady on the mat. You're inhaling forward and exhaling back. Just as gently as you need to go. There's no need to move any faster than you are able to this evening. Any yawns are good. Lots of nice, steady, wide yawns. And then as you come forward, moving in the other direction. Just gently enough so that you're not kind of agitating your belly in any way if you've eaten recently. And then start to spiral inwards. Just gently bringing the movements so that they're a little bit less as you come into a circle. Come into a spiral until you're resting with your heart over your hips and your head over your heart. Wonderful, brilliant. So the seated cat will inhale forward and exhale back. Gently, just again being mindful of your stomach, your belly. You can open up your chest as you inhale as much as you like, and then close as much as you like, feeling the shoulders nice and rounded. Wonderful, brilliant. And then gently after this forward cat, you can bring yourself back to center. And lifting up the hands. And then over to the side, so coming into a side stretch. Lifting up and then over to the other side. Exhale. And bring the breaths guiding your flow. One more time on either side. Breathing in to the side body. So as you exhale, allowing your breath to help you relax the muscles on the side of your torso. Inhale, lifting up, and then exhale over to the left side, or either side's fine. So lifting through the crown, then twisting as much as you're able over. Lovely deep breaths. Inhale, lifting. Exhale forward, and then inhale, lifting up, stretching arms up, and then over to the other side. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, soften into the twist. Inhale, and then exhale back to center. Fantastic, good. Okay, so let's bring the feet together. Release my blanket. Actually, let's bring our feet in a little bit more this time. It's the way I often don't do it. So bring your feet in as far as they want to go, your heels in. And we can just gently fold forward, and we can always lift up the knees and gently lift them down. That's great, good. So you won't probably be able to go as far forward as you can if your heels are further away. And then begin to bring yourself back up. And then have the feet in front of you, the knees up, and slightly lean back on your hands behind you. And we'll just bring out the knees from side to side. Lovely, good, nice. Just taking your time. And then gently bring yourself up, stretch out the legs. And just with your hands, with the feet flexed, and with your hands, you'll slightly guide them down to wherever they will go on your legs. So it might be that they're still up here, and that's fine. But if you are going further down, and you can bring them as far down as they want to go. Just having a look forward and then gently folding. So there's still a lengthening through the crown. So we're not completely just collapsing forward. There's still a bit of a lengthening, but you're encouraging your chest down towards the floor. And then releasing your hands wherever they are. Remember, you might still be up here. And we'll walk over to the left side. So there's a stretch up here across your right side of your back. And probably into your hip somewhere. And then start to walk the hands back to center. And then over to the right side. Good and nice. And then gently walking back to center. Have a little bow down as far as your upper body wants to go, and then bring yourself back up, closing the legs, and then turning your lower legs on the outside of your upper legs. So the calves on the outside of your thighs. So this might not be comfortable for everyone. So if it really isn't something you can do, just come into a kneeling. And that's a bit of a quad stretch in itself. But if you're able to just put your heels on the outside, then please do. But just be careful of your knees. It can be quite strong on the knees for some people. So we can just be here, even with the hands at the heart is nice. And that's pretty strong. And then if you want to, you can go a little bit further down, back down like this. Stretching out your legs. And then if you can and want to, you can go all the way back, but I'm not going to do that today, so it depends on your body. And then gently bringing yourself back up, hands to the heart, coming into kneeling. I'm just going to move myself to the back of the mat. So it depends where you are on your mat. And then hands at the heart. I've just remembered it's full moon today. And I didn't even put that in my title. So we'll have to pay some homage to the moon. So with our hands at the heart, we'll inhale, lifting up, stretching. Exhale, folding forward into child. So you can make room by widening your knees if you wish. Inhale, bring yourself up into cat. So we're in upward facing cat. Then exhale, downward facing cat, lifting up mula bandha, pelvic floor. Your abdomen. Inhale, upward facing. And then go through the motions of the cat flexions and extensions a few times. Remember to lift up your pelvic floor and your belly if you feel to on downward cat. Relax on upward cat. Inhale, looking up, and then exhale, bring your hands a little bit forward, and then coming back into a half downward dog. Then lifting up into an acute dog, really on tiptoes, and then down into full expression of downward facing dog. So have a little walk out of your dog. And then maybe hold your downward dog for a little while. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bring yourself down. Inhale, upward cat. Exhale, back into child. A couple of breaths here in child rest. Inhale, upward cat. Take a breath, exhale, and then inhale, lift up the right arm. Exhale, thread through. Place the hand on the mat, fingers towards your face, arm at a right angle. And if you wish to, you can lift up your arm. That's your left arm. And then if you wish to, you're bringing your left hand behind, either on the sacrum or tucked into your thigh, at your hip crease. And if you're not there already, lift up your hand and place the hand by your head. And gently lifting yourself up. Lovely, good. Take a breath in, lift up the left arm, thread through. Fingers pointing towards your face. Lifting up the arm if you wish. The hand either on the sacrum, the right hand on the sacrum, or tucked into your thigh or hip crease. And then arm up. And then down near your head. And then bring yourself back up. If they're not already, bring your knees in so that they're hip width under your hips. Inhale, upward cat. Exhale, back into child. Inhale, bringing yourself through to Sphinx so that you've got nice, stable, supported little back bend here. The elbows are below your shoulders. Take a couple of breaths in Sphinx. Then bringing yourself down with your hands by your shoulders and your elbows in. Bring yourself back. And then coming back into downward dog. And then gently lift up your right leg so that the foot is facing down. So it's not you're not opening up to the side or anything. And then bringing through your foot and lowering down your left knee. So remember, you can put a blanket under left knee if you need to. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward, and then either keeping your knee down or bringing your knee up. Coming up into crescent lunge. We'll bring our moon, our acknowledgement of the moon in here. So hands at the heart. Inhale, open, turning to the side. So remember, you can have your knee down if you need to, and make sure that you're not on a tightrope as well. Turning to the side. It's a bit of a moon sequence. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale forward. Salute to the moon, sometimes this gets called. Inhale forward, prana mudra above the head. Exhale to the heart. Then over to the other side into the twist. Inhale, open. Exhale to the heart. So making sure your knee is over your ankle, and if your toes are getting tight, then put them into, loosen them. Inhale, open, facing forwards. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, open. Exhale. This is the wolf moon, this one, this full moon. Inhale, open. Exhale. One more time, the twist. Inhale, open. If you need to come down at any point, please do. Exhale, closed. Inhale, open to the moon. And then exhale down. So lowering the knee down, then bringing your left knee to meet the right knee so that they're hip width apart. Inhale, upward cat. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lifting up your leg again. And then exhale, bringing it through. So your left, this is your left leg, by the way, in case I didn't say that, did I? So you're either lowering your knee down. Remember that you don't have to be up like we were before. So, oh no, we are all lowering our knee down first, sorry. And then we're coming into the hip and hamstring stretch. So inhale, forward, exhale, back. Lovely, good. That's great. Nice, strong flexions of the leg. Great. One more time, exhale back. Inhale forward, and then either keeping your knee down or coming up into the crescent lunge. So apparently wolf moon is because this is the time of year that the wolves would howl, or still do, I hope, in some places, would howl at the moon the most. Kind of imagine they're probably a bit hungry. So with the hands at the heart, in Namaste to begin with. Taking a breath in, and then exhaling, inhale, isn't it? So exhale, and then inhale, open to the side. Remembering to not be on a tightrope, I found that I was then. Opening to the side. Inhale forward. Exhale, open up. Prana mudra, really the energy of taking on the energy of the moon, the full moon. Amazing time. Exhale, and then inhale, open. Exhaling. Inhale, opening up. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, really drawing in the energy of this full, amazing moon that we have in our blustery skies, somewhere there. Exhale, inhale, opening. Exhale. And yes, over this side, that's right. Stretching out. Twist. Exhaling. And one last time, inhale. And then exhaling. Back to the heart. Bring the hands down. Looking forward. Placing your knees next to each other, hip width. Inhale, lift up. And exhale back into child. Ooh, that's quite strong. I kept you up there for ages. So maybe with child, let's have your knees apart and your feet, your big toes touching, and then come down into a little resting posture. So remembering this is your time, you're giving yourself right now to replenish yourself after lots of hard work. Most of us are very busy in our lives. And sometimes the full moon energy can be quite exhilarating, but also with that can be sometimes a little bit of lack of sleep, slight overexcitement, or just slightly buzzy energy. It can be a little bit exhausting, actually. So just, if you're experiencing that, just give yourself this bit of grounding quietness. And gently bring yourself back in to the cat. And yeah, okay. I'm just thinking of all the things I was going to do and then realizing I didn't need to do any of it. So we can just come back onto our sit bones, flexing the feet. And if you wish to, you can sit on a block or a blanket just to tilt your sit bones, or you can move your bum back so it supports you and gives you a little bit of a cushion. And if you have a strap, you could use one. Otherwise, it's not necessary. You can just use your hands anywhere. So coming into Mahamudra in a moment, actually. Let's start with Dandasana. So we've got the hands by the side in staff posture, being a right angle. So coming from the feet to the belly and then up. Your drishti is at your big toes. And then start to move yourself forward. So you're finding somewhere on your shins or your feet, taking hold of your toes for Mahamudra. So the great seal, we've done this one before. So, or you can use a strap. So if you're wishing to use a strap, then please do. So the cycle of breath comes from the feet, through the legs on the inhale up to the heart, and on the exhale from the heart through the hands to the feet. So using whatever it is you want to use. Inhaling, feet to heart. Exhaling, heart through the arms to the feet. Inhale up to the heart. Exhale, heart through the hands to the feet. So in your own time, gentle, relaxing, beautiful breaths. So remember your ujjayi breath if you know it. So that's in through the nose, out through the nose, throaty breaths. And then inhaling, lifting, and then exhale, gently folding forward into Paschimottanasana. With your eye gaze still at your big toes. Or if you're a bit lower down, might be down at your shins. And remember, if you're still digesting your food, you don't have to go so far down, that's fine. You can even be up here if it just feels too much. And then gently releasing your clasp and bring yourself back on. Exhale, placing your hands behind so that your fingers are pointing towards your hips. And then we're either coming up into a tabletop as a counter posture, or if you can, you'll bring your legs long and coming up here. So not often a favourite posture, this one for most people. So if your neck's okay with it, it can go back, but it might not be all right with it. So just check. If it's not, you can just keep it up and have a look, but just really only do what feels comfortable and opt out if it doesn't feel all right. And then gently bring yourself down. That's lovely, great. Okay, and then bringing your left heel into your right hip area, your thigh, buttocks, and then oh no, first we're doing Gomukhasana. So actually, don't do that. You don't necessarily have to do it as straight as that. But basically your knees over the top of each other like this, and your feet are out to the side. I think I did this actually I did Tuesday morning. I think we did it after pigeon. Anyway, we're doing it again. Hip closing. And so we're lifting up. You've got taking hold of your right elbow with your left hand, or you can bring your hand around and you can. And remember the strap. You can use a strap to clasp with if you need to. So each hand, if you're using a strap, each hand is holding a part of the strap. So apologies if the internet goes funny again. It's a real gale out there, so I'm using my phone. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, bring yourself forward. So it's a bit of a stretch of your glute muscles on the right side at the moment. And again, if you're digesting still, just stay up, that's fine. And then gently bring yourself back up and loosening. And give your shoulders a little rotation back and then forwards. That's fantastic. Okay, so now we're coming into Ardha Matsyendrasana with your heel at your hip area, and then you have your knee facing up this time. So it's pretty much like the same, but you've got your knee facing up and your foot is planted down. The left knee is up, left foot's planted down. Place your right hand behind, lift your left hand up, and either come into a bit of a clasp like this, or you're kind of levering around. And if you can do, I think I did this recently as well in a class. If you can do a clasp, then do that as well. Oh, it's really strong. So if it's too strong, don't do it. So inhale, lifting through the crown of the head, and then exhale a little bit more into the twist. So if you decide you want to clasp because you just fancy giving it a go, it's your left arm is going around the front and then underneath and back. So the hand is behind, and then the right arm is going behind and clasping the left hand. Not so good if you've got loads of food in your belly like me. So gently lengthening through the inhale and through the crown of the head. Feeling the golden thread lifting you And then softening a bit more into the twist. Every exhale. Inhaling. And then exhale, release. And then bowing down to the left side. Bring yourself back up. That's great. Coming into square pose, where you have your shins on stack, the feet, lower legs stacked on top of each other, and the shins are towards the mat. Lift up, and then exhale forward. So it's just a little bit more of a stretch of your glute area around here on the right. You might be coming right down like this. Stretching your legs. And then start to bring yourself back up. And then bring your legs out. Your hands behind you. And then just windshield wiper side to side. And then bringing your Gomukhasana on the other side. So it's the left leg is on top, right at the bottom. Knees stacked on top of each other if possible. It doesn't matter if they're not. There's your horns of your cow. Lift the left arm up and placing the hand between the shoulder blades. And then bringing the right arm up and then gently easing in your arm so that your upper arm is getting a lovely stretch. Careful not to cramp your head at all. And then releasing, if you want to, either stay there or you release the right hand, the right hand, and you clasp. And you can use your strap, of course. Lovely strong stretch of the shoulder. Inhale, lengthening, and then exhale, bring yourself forward. And then gently bring yourself back up and releasing and rolling the shoulders forwards and then backwards and coming into Ardha Matsyendrasana. So exactly the same as last time. Left heel to buttock, terrible at this. Right heel to buttock, left buttock, and your left foot is planted. You know all of this anyway. I'm probably just teaching you something you already know. Okay, so your left hand is behind. Inhale, right arm up. And bringing in the clasping around or hugging the left knee. Coming into a bit of a lever. And then all coming into the bind, which is much harder for me on this side. But with the bind, even though I'm complaining about doing it and making it sound like it's really difficult, the thing is only do it if you can keep your heart over hips and head over heart. So basically, if you can keep your torso straight and feeling that energy right from your coccyx, your base area, right up through your spine and through the crown of the head, then it's fine to clasp. If you're finding you're completely compromised and you're bent out of shape, really, not clasping, bind. Please, it's not right. It's not good to do it. So it's just, even though I'm complaining, I'm actually still in an upright position. I might have a wonky spine, but it's lifted and it's elevated. It's not being compromised in any way. So gently lifting as you inhale and exhale, softening into the twist. Inhaling and then exhaling, bringing yourself out of the twist and then over onto the other side and having a little bow down. And then bring yourself back up and coming into square pose, shins on top of each other. Inhale, and then bring yourself forward on the exhale. And then gently bring yourself back up and make your way down into Shavasana. Or no, not Shavasana yet. We'll have a little moment, but nearly Shavasana. Just come down onto your back and bring the knees into the chest and just rock from side to side. And then bring your hands on your knees and make them they're nice and wide apart. Inhale and exhale them together. Massaging your back. And the other way. And then coming into happy baby, if that's comfortable. And a little stretch of your legs if you want, whatever you want to do. You always bring your feet together and have a kind of, I don't actually know what this is called. It's like Supta Baddha Konasana, but you've got your legs up. It's probably got a name. And then bringing your legs down. And we're going to have just a little bit of relaxation. Because it's only an hour's class, it's not quite as long as an hour and a half class, but it'll still be a good amount of time for you to fully relax and rest. From some stronger postures amongst some gentleness. So really rest. So letting your body just fully integrate all of these exercises, movements, postures, asana you've been experiencing, you've been moving through in this flow. Really resting, deeply resting now. It's your time for your whole body to relax. Your whole body is experiencing deep peace and resting. Right from your crown of your head to your solar plexus. Deep peace and relaxation. Right from your heart space to your throat. Deep restfulness. From your brow, between your eyebrows, right down to your sacrum, and your lower belly. Deep rest, deep relaxation. Right from the base of your spine, from your root, right through your whole spine. The relaxation, deep, soft, calming peacefulness right from your base right through to your crown of your head. And the whole body is relaxed. Your limbs, your arms and your legs, your hands and your feet, shoulders, hips. Total relaxation. Your whole body is relaxed. Gentle, peaceful relaxation. Awakening now. Why wait for awakening? Do you value your reasons for staying small more than the light shining through the open door? Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Now is the only time you have to be whole. Now. Now is the sole moment that exists to live in the light of your true nature. Perfection is not a prerequisite for anything but pain. Perfection is not a prerequisite for anything but pain. Please, oh please, don't continue to believe in your stories of deficiency and failure. This is the day of your awakening. You can start to deepen your breath. And if you wish, you can bring some gentle movements into your body, maybe your hands, fingers, your feet, your toes. Of course, if you wish, you can carry on relaxing, being still, being quiet. If you want to make movements, you're invited to now. You can turn your head from side to side. Bring your knees into the chest. Stretching out your back. And then finding your way onto your side. You can bring yourself back up to seated. And when you're ready and you're comfortable in your seated position, you can bring the hands to the heart center. Just take a couple of deep breaths. And then we'll complete our practice together with our Om vibration. Finish with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Bring the hands up above the head in Prana Mudra. Taking 3 deep life-affirming breaths. And then the hands overhead, Namaste. Down through the centers. And to the heart. Namaste. And thank you for coming. Thank you for joining me. Been a pleasure to have you. I hope you're all feeling nice and sleepy and ready for bed. Those who are left, the wise ones snuck off. It's the end of Shavasana. Yes, if anyone's still here, then hello. And yeah, lovely to have you. Lovely to see you. And yeah, again, I'll be doing Tuesday morning. So sometimes slightly different people, but some of the same people come. Okay, I probably should let you go and get on with your evening. But thanks, Mel. Yeah, we were quite stretchy this evening. Was it okay for your big meal? Vaccine stretching. Yeah, exactly. When you work all day at a desk, the muscles get really tight. True. Yeah. Mel, you need to write me a testimony. You're really good at this. Can you? And then I can put it on my website. It'd be great if you would. Oh, good. You didn't throw up. That's good. Oh, okay. Sorry, shut it off by mistake. That's fine. So hopefully you had a lovely relaxation anyway, Karen. But nice to you. Thank you. And yeah, thanks for both being there. There were other people that I know Richard can't message because he doesn't have a YouTube account, but hi, Richard, if you're here. He's often here. So lots of love, guys, everyone. And I'm going to, health I mean, hopefully everything all going well, I'm going to be doing it next week. I've just had a bit of a funny health time at the moment. So it's, yeah, lots of migraines and different things going on. Thank you, Mel. So yeah, testimonials. I need to get some of them, don't I? It's really good. Okay, I must stop blabbering on and let you guys get on. But lovely to see you all. Bye. See you next week, I hope. And by the way, if I ever forget to send you a link, can I say it will be on, as far as I understand it, you just go to my Yoga with Joy at 7:30 on a Thursday or 9:30 on a Tuesday morning, and I'll be live, so you don't have to worry about the link. See you next week, Mel. Bye, Karen. And bye everyone else I don't know who you are.